Hey guys, Ambience here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat the 420 mode preset on the custom night of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Alright, Freddy is set to 20, Bonnie is set to 20, Chica is set to 20, and Foxy is set to 20 as well. Everyone else is set to 0, so let's go ahead and get into it. Also, sorry for not uploading the last few days, guys. I had some side projects that I wanted to work on. The primary one, of course, being the podcast, the NX cast, that I appear on every 2 weeks. Link to that will be down in the description. The new episode just came up, and I highly recommend watching it if you like watching people or listening to people talk about games. Alright guys, so wind up the music box as usual until you hear the more dangerous music start to play. Start flashing Foxy in the hallway, and the Withered animatronics should be showing up very shortly. Also, there is no need to check the vent lights on this mode as all of the vent animatronics are deactivated. Bonnie and Chica do technically enter through the vents, but you can't see them with the vent lights, so it's ultimately completely unnecessary. Also, we are going to be going for pretty short winds on the music box most of the time, probably about 5, 6, maybe 7 ticks. The reason for this being that Foxy is starting to get very aggressive while we have the monitor up, of course. An interesting interaction that I have explained in the past, but I want to explain again, as it explains how this mode's even beatable, is whenever there's a blackout happening, like right now, while Chica's in the office, there are 5 animatronics that cause that. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Toy Freddy, and Toy Bonnie. So whenever there's a blackout happening, Foxy's attack timer is paused. This means he's not getting any closer to attacking you while the blackout is happening. So basically, while there's an animatronic in the office, like Freddy or Bonnie, then Foxy is not getting ready to jump at us out of the darkness, sorry. Because his attack timer is paused while a blackout is happening. So that's a cool interaction that makes this mode possible, so that's nice. The main thing you have to worry about is screwing up your reaction time here, and Foxy just being really weird. Sometimes he will attack a little bit earlier, it seems like, than what he would other times, so it's kind of hard to explain. I don't really know if there's anything to it, but yeah, it seems like Foxy himself is a little bit random. In the music box, of course, you can get unlucky with that. If the monitor keeps getting forced down over and over by Withered animatronics, then the music box can start to get very low. And in that case, you're going to have to pretty much risk just a bunch of stuff in order to try to get it in time. And it won't always work. Sometimes Foxy will get too aggressive and will attack you. So all around, you can just have bad luck sometimes on this mode. I do think it is actually one of the more skill-based presets, though, in the entire game. It's more about reaction time and just being able to manage things than worrying about if Balloon Boy or Toy Bonnie are going to leave the vent in time. It's more about just, like, if you can put on the Freddy mask really, really quickly every single time, this mode is actually going to be really easy for you. Foxy and the puppet are the only things that you have to worry about. Now, my hand does tend to slip off my mouse sometimes, and I will just die at, like, 4 or 5 a.m. to the Withered animatronics. So that's frustrating for me. I've beaten 1020 mode numerous times, and I still have trouble with that. I still don't consider myself a fantastic FNaF 2 player. But yeah, if any of you guys out there are really good at putting on the mask in time, then good for you. This mode's going to be a lot easier for you than it is for me, and anyone who isn't super great at putting the mask on correctly. Also, of course, you do want to be sure to take the mask off as soon as possible. Once the blackout ends, Foxy's attack timer is going to start counting down again. So you are going to want to start flashing with a light and go to wind up the music box as early as possible. Alright, we are getting pretty close to 3 a.m. now, I think. Let's just make sure we keep Foxy happy. Go for a little bit shorter winds than I've been doing the last few times. Yeah, should be fine. All right. The flashlight battery is down to half. I wouldn't worry about the flashlight battery too much, guys. Just, like, don't go absolutely ham on it while Foxy's not actually in the hallway. But definitely don't hold back while he actually is in the hallway. It's better to lose a little bit more flashlight battery than you ordinarily would than have to deal with Foxy getting ready to attack you. Alright, music box is full. Honestly, there's not a lot to say about this mode, guys. It's practice, basically. Like, just make sure that you can put on the mask very quickly, and you can, like, you know where the music box button is, you know how many times you have to flash Foxy. It's just all down to mechanics, basically, I think, more than almost any other mode in the game. So it is going to rely a lot more on your personal experience and your personal skill level than anything I can tell you. So I've kind of run out of things to say for this. Honestly, there's not a whole lot to say. Really, the only interesting mechanic I think people may not know a whole lot about is the blackout, deactivating Foxy. I don't think a lot of people who haven't looked into the MFA know that, so I just thought I'd mention that and just go over some of the basics. But yeah, not really a lot to say about this, honestly. it's like I said, it's going to be way more about your personal skill level than anything else, and your mechanics, your ability to put on the mask in time. So yeah, it's really all up to you guys. I don't think there's a whole lot that I can say at this point that will improve your chances of beating this mode. So just keep trying, keep practicing, keep doing your mouse movements. Don't get discouraged if you do end up dying to the Withered animatronics, or you do end up dying to Foxy. Just come back stronger, keep practicing, and you will beat it eventually. Also, another thing worth mentioning that I completely forgot to mention for some reason at the start of this, I was going to. This will actually give you a 3rd star on the main menu of this game. If you didn't know, a lot of people think that you get that for beating 1020/Golden Freddy, whatever you want to call it. But no, it is actually 420 mode. So, yeah, that's interesting. So, if you beat this, you get a 3rd star on the menu. So, there's a little extra incentive for you guys, for you completionists out there. You also get a plushie on the desk. I can't remember what plushie it is, but every time you beat a custom night preset, then you get a plushie on your desk. Which doesn't do anything except sit there and look cool. But hey, it's worth it. Alright, should be coming up on 5 a.m. pretty much any second now. Don't think I've been quite flashing Foxy enough. Oh, he's not even in the hallway. Okay. Don't want to waste the flashlight battery, obviously. It is getting a little bit low. I've been using it a little bit more than I need to, so yeah, hopefully we don't run out. I think we'll be okay. Alright, I really don't want to mess this up, guys, honestly. I've tried to record this a few times, and my hands ended up slipping while the Withered animatronics appear a few times, so yeah, I really don't want that to happen right now. I really just want to be done with this, honestly. I haven't had fun recording this preset, I'm going to be honest. Not just the fact that I've died a few times, but the fact that it's so simplistic, there's really not a whole lot to say about it. It's really just down to personal skill level and mechanics. So, yeah, this is not a very fun one to record, I will say. But, oh well. Did I just run out of flashlight battery? Please tell me I didn't. Okay, not quite yet. It is getting very low. Hopefully it rolls over to 6 a.m. before that moment comes, because it's going to be real bad. There we go, 6 a.m. Alright, that was a close one. Whew, I'm glad I have that done. Alright, guys. Remember, there will be a link down below to the new episode of NX Cast. So if you guys are a fan of the channel and you want to hear more about my personal experience with games, not just games that I record, but stuff like Minecraft and Mario Kart and stuff like that, be sure to check out the podcast. We talked about a lot of that on there, our experiences with games like Minecraft, Mario Kart, like a whole bunch of stuff. So if you like listening to people talk about video games, then I highly recommend checking it out. Alright, guys, so that was 420 mode on Five Nights at Freddy's 2. 420 mode for Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Still working on that one. Obviously, it's a little bit harder. It's not super hard, honestly. Like, there is a strategy that you can just exploit that will allow you to do it most of the time. But it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to do post-commentary, which means I'm just going to do commentary after I record it instead of trying to do live commentary like all my other guides. Because there's a lot of stuff to talk about, and I want to make sure I do it right for you guys. So, yeah, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you are excited for the 420 mode guide for FNaF 1. I will be starting work on that very shortly. I'll be finishing up the rest of the presets for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 as well, besides 1020. That one's also going to take a while. And then moving on to FNaF 3 after that. So, this series has done incredibly well so far. We're currently at 220 subscribers. I gained a lot over the last few days, even though I haven't been uploading, and I think that is mostly due to the FNaF guides. So, thank you guys for making this series successful. It is a lot of fun to record most of the time, and I'm glad that I can help you guys out with one of my favorite games. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching this guide. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one.